Hola chicos y chicas, this is going to be a brief video that will go over the idea of an infinitive versus a noun. You should already know what an infinitive is, as you were supposed to watch a video about that, but just as a reminder, an infinitive is the most basic form of a verb. In English, they all start with to, like to eat, to play, and to write, and in Spanish, the way to recognize an infinitive is if it ends with AR, ER, or IR, like comer, jugar, or escribir. Okay, comer ends in ER, jugar ends in AR, and escribir ends in IR. In this particular activity that you are going to do, you are also going to find some verbs that end with may. Those are a certain kind of verb, but the way to know if they're an infinitive is that right before the may, you will see AR, ER, or IR. So for example, one of the words is disfrazarme. Okay, and there's an AR right before the may. Okay, so if you see may on it, like caerme, okay, there's an ER there, so that means that that's an infinitive. So that's sort of a brief rundown of what an infinitive is. Now, what is a noun? Well, hopefully you already know in English that a noun is a person, place, or thing. In English, they start with the word the. In Spanish, you probably already realize that nouns start with el, la, los, or las. El is masculine and singular, la is feminine and singular, los is masculine and plural, and las is feminine and plural. Okay, in English, my nouns start with the, like the boy, and in Spanish that would be el chico. Okay, el meaning the. The boys would be los chicos, because I'm keeping it masculine. The pizza in Spanish is a feminine noun. It doesn't mean that only girls can eat pizza. It just means that in Spanish, nouns have gender, and that's something that we need to accept. So it's la pizza, and if it was the pizzas, then it would be las pizzas. Okay, so you can recognize a noun that if it starts with el, la, los, or las. And to give you an example from the activity that you are about to do, the very first two on there, okay, the first one is las galletas de chocolate. Now, you should already know the word las galletas, as that is one of your vocabulary words. So, las galletas, the first thing you're going to do is decide is this a noun or an infinitive. And hopefully you know by looking at that, since it starts with las, that it is a noun. Okay, chocolate cookies is a noun. The second one is cantar en la ducha. And what you're going to have to do is figure out what these things mean, or try to figure them out. Cantar, we know, is, from looking at the end of it, an infinitive because it ends in AR. If it ends in AR, ER, or IR, it's an infinitive. Cantar en la ducha, I think you know, because I said cantar was one of the things that I like to do. Me, 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 me. Okay, so cantar, that's what that means. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, gracias y adios.